So hi, Mr. Mayank. Welcome to WebBee and
Thank you.
support. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. So, hi, my name is Abhishek. I'm founder of WebBee, and here we are with Mr. Mayank, founder of Balanced Man, a catchy name, and he's going to introduce his story to us. Please, Mayank.
So basically, I've been a professional all through my life. 18 years into this, into retail. Worked with top-notch menswear brands across India, and thought of, at some point of time, it hit me hard that, there's something which is missing in the market. And we did a thorough research of what we want to do. And hence we formulated Balanced Man. Still trying to figure out a lot of things in how it needs to be addressed. But yeah, that's how, to cut it short, that's the story been so far.
Great. And thank you for coming here. I have some questions here so that it can help me if I miss something.
Sure.
Like a guideline. So before we talk business, so who are you when you're not building brands?
If I'm not building brands, probably you'll find me in some mountains.
In mountains?
Yeah, doing nothing.
With family, of course.
Yeah, with family, of course. But I think most of the time I've been working throughout my life. Right? So it's been that way. I mean, hardly do I get to go out somewhere. But whenever we go out, I make sure that we, make the most out of it. Switch off from work, But yeah, you'll find me in mountains somewhere.
Great. Like serene, calm, with mobile network, without mobile network.
Unfortunately, the mobile needs to work.
Yeah.
But given a choice, I would not have a phone.
Great. And with regards to your, we were discussing a few minutes ago, like before this podcast started, about your wife and daughter. So, how does you spend your time with wife and your daughter? Like your daughter particularly?
But the thing is, if you go out for a sport, either play badminton or we play cricket. She's got a hand of cricket now.
Yeah.
So I think it's generally more to do with the sport. But I think the most of the times we try to make sure we spend time at home. That's something we really look forward to. Even I'm back from work, we don't prefer to going out so much. Whatever you want to do, we do everything at home.
Great.
So that's a space where we really enjoy being at.
Great. And if your friends has to describe you in 3 words, do you think you would agree or fight them? Like first of all, your friends, what are the 3 words they would describe to you of? And
I think with friends, a very different language you live with. It's a very different tonality. I think with friends, I don't think any friend would agree with it, because whatever friends I have, they're very close friends, right? So they love to disagree with me and vice versa. That's how the relationship is. But I think if they try to define me in a couple of words, they would, I don't know, they would put me as rigid, non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, I think.
So do you like friends who agree with you, or do you like friends who don't agree with you?
See, if I find friends which agree with me, that means they're not my friends.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone has their own perspective, their own point of view. Fortunately, they're very limited friends, and if I'm right, they might agree, but if I'm wrong, they'll definitely disagree and give me a heads up of what it is.
Yeah, and do the course correction if there needs to be.
Yeah, absolutely. But it depends on how do you want to take things. If you feel that your gut is very strong, even if you're wrong, you know that you can make it right.
Right.
Unfortunately, what has happened with the current world is the way you see things, they need to be perfect. Right? Everything needs to be very seamless. And unknowingly, everyone has become the same. But I think there's also beauty in imperfections as well. So so I think my friends would definitely disagree and agree both ways. And I'm open to both.
Yeah, you want to live in a perfect world where nothing is perfect.
Yeah, that's how it is, unfortunately.
Great. So, and you're also mentioning, about your education background. You have done like design, like graduation. So just brief us about that.
So, I was born and brought up in Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Primarily, everyone runs doctors and engineers in a family and scientists. So, I wanted to get into engineering, but unfortunately, I thought that, this is not my calling. And I was looking at various aspects. So, design was one part of it, and there's also hotel management, which I thought of. But I thought design was something which is very, calling me towards it. It was too fancy, to avoid that. So, and luckily I got an opportunity to get into it. So yes, I did my design from our design college. And post that, I moved to Delhi NCR from 2006 till now. So been around Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, and now we are back again.
Great, great. And were you always a startup guy, or did life push you in this crazy little?
So I think the startup phrase now has become pretty fancy and pretty trendy. But I think when I was working back in the day, I was always jumping into new projects. If no one else wanted to do it, I would love to do that thing.
Yeah.
Because I found it challenging myself, how can this not be done? How can it, this can be done, right? So that was something which I found was very much there in me. And hence, I thought that, if I can do this, that means I can do decently okay if I do something on my own. So not really a startup guy, but then I really like challenges and, trying to prove things that it can be done in a certain way. I think 8 out of 10 times I would do a really good job. 2 times, we're still humans trying to figure out a lot of things.
Great.
You do fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how it is.
Yeah. So, and what's your one daily habit, which keeps you sane and in line with your creative thinking?
See, I think it's a too cliche word that, people tell that you need to learn one new thing every day.
Yeah.
So I make sure that I get to know at least one new tech thing every day, at least.
Right.
If not once in a week. Because the way the things are evolving, if you're not there, then I think you're out of lane. So yeah, not one thing in a day, but at least once in a week, I get to learn something about.
So that's your habit daily, like weekly habit.
Weekly habit, yeah. And this one, and something new about technology will help you in the business. Or if not now, when you scale, you should know that.
Yeah, so curiosity was that is very important.
Yeah, you need to be very curious, extremely curious about knowing things, at least in your domain and in other domains as well. Right? At least you know where are you heading towards.
Right. Yeah, so that's great. And in your team, in your company, like what's the one your weird, funny habit with your teammate teases you about?
So this is one thing we talk about. I talk about often is it is important to do it really quick, but it's not really important to do it wrong.
Okay.
So what we do is if it has to be done, if something takes time like a 3 hours job, right? And you want to do it in 1 hour. I said, don't do it in 1 hour, do it in 3 hours. Because when you want to challenge things, chances of you doing mistakes are extremely high. So I always say that, pre-plan things. That's the only one thing I tell them. And that's the one thing they really find annoying, that how can we plan so much? There are things which come left, right, center. So not really a annoying habit, but I think annoying would be something very different. I think chasing perfection would be really annoying for them. Because I always tell them to do the right things in the right way and not chase something.
Right. Great. So the process is also important. Just the goal, but
process is very important. Very important. Unless until you don't know how to execute it, you won't be able to execute it just because you have to do it.
Correct. And the name of your company is Balanced Man.
Yeah.
Wow, what a name. So how do you came up with that name?
So thing is, with Balanced Man, it didn't come up very naturally. We had to, it's a 18-year-old journey. What happened was, I've been working as a professional all throughout my career and my life. The point was, at some point of time, all of these brands became irrelevant for me itself, despite the fact that I loved those brands at some point of time. So what I thought was, and those brands are doing the stuff which are not so relevant these days. So we thought that, okay, can we create a space saying that, okay, we do those sort of things, but they're not doing and what the people want. And there has to be a great storytelling behind it.
Yeah.
And if we can crack that, then there will be people who will believe us. There will be people who are of our age group from, say, about. So ideally, if I had to, describe what a balanced man is, somewhere between it was first or second job in his life, right? Arrived in life, really married, from 28 years to a 45-year-old guy. So when he's starting off his journey as an executive or a mid-management till the top level, that's the sort of bandwidth we're looking at. And these are the people who would want, and this is a void where there are no brands are operating at.
Yeah.
Everyone was running behind the Gen Z. We're not a Gen Z brand.
Yeah.
Right? We were millennial brands. We are trying to address, I'm trying to address my problem, my motto.
Yeah. So what does that man who is like of this age and this, what does he like attitude or like anything you want to mention about your
So,
product line?
The thing is,
And what do you
this point
story
of the target audience, I don't think they look at very cheap thrills, right? They want something which will last a certain duration of time. It has to be neat. It has to be crisp. And it has to have a great storytelling and a relatable thing that it's meant for me. And hence we thought that you want to keep it very simple as balanced man. So despite the fact that everything is imbalanced in the world,
Yeah.
right? And the man is still trying to figure out, he's balancing many things. You know, there's job, there's family, there's aspirations, and hence he's balancing all of these things. We thought that balanced man is something which, they're trying to figure out how it needs to be done.
Yeah.
And they're balancing, all men are balancing their lives at some point or the other. Nothing is perfect, but they're still trying to figure out what needs to be done.
Right.
So hence you thought that balanced man is something which comes very naturally.
Tell me some of the stories around your products, like product line. You were mentioning this in the side chat.
Right.
So, yeah.
So like thing is, we don't just make products. We have a story behind every product, right?
Yeah.
So like something like a classic essentials talk about, right? So these are classic Suprema cotton shirts.
Yeah.
Right. And they're great to fit, great fabric, and they fit you like really nice. And we're not extremely expensive, but we're right there. Then it might not pinch your pocket. That's a sort of space. So this classic essential, you can wear it all day throughout the day. You want to go on to a party, you can wear it again. And if you want to wear something very elevated, you have a very good meeting, then you have platinum edit collection. And similarly, there are multiple, like it's just not at the office space. When you want to go out, right? When you want to feel light, you want to wear a polo, like a full sleeve. Yeah. We have a polo which is air and there. Yeah. You want to wear a round neck, which is, we've termed it as BLCD, which is base layer code defined. We've trademarked that as well. Okay. So that, whenever there's a round neck, it's BLCD, that. And so it's super light. It's all Prima interlock cotton, mercerized. It's very technical fabrics. And, I'm sure we've got great reviews, whosoever has bought it. And, we're still figuring out a lot of.
And you were also telling me about the repeat purchases and the RTO, like the return.
Yeah. So our return, surprisingly, we're still a little younger and we're still figuring out. Our RTOs are, somewhere around 6 to 7%. Not more than that. And our repeat purchases are 20%.
Yes, and the repeat purchase second order is like of like maybe double the value of the order.
Yeah, absolutely. If not double, at least 2.5 times of what we got it.
Yeah, so that's great. That's
great. So far we've not been scaled rapidly, but whatever consistent growth we've had great growth.
And the tech has also helped you.
Like, That's great. So the tech and all, everything. I think one thing we made sure that the customer experience when it comes to a website needs to be seamless. Yeah. Right. Despite the fact that we offer very limited collections, but within that, we thought that the flow needs to be very clear of how the customer journey to a store and how he wants to check out is. So that we're very meticulous about it, and we've done a decent job out of it so far.
Great. And you were also mentioning about the co-founder in your company. Just mention that to our audience.
I think my co-founders in my, I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 co-founders, not in the company. But I think the first co-founder is my daughter on the creative aspect.
A 13-year-old daughter.
Yeah, 13-year-old daughter. Yeah. She's the one who gives me a story which is a very different narrative.
Yeah.
Need not be relevant, but you can find a story out of it and then, put things.
Yeah, different viewpoint. Yeah.
Then comes my wife who's like this, who understands the nerve of the mass crowd, right? She has a perspective with the price points and how things need to be addressed from a customer point of view, the customer pricing. And I think the balance comes from my mother. She says it's okay to go slow. And the discipline comes from my father, saying that things needs to be, the process needs to be set. So I think it's just not my story. There are five founders in my family. 4 actually, and then my sister was very extremely disciplined. Right. So 5 founders running one band.
So, and you talk about a balance in man's life. work-life ambition. And how does that become the core of your brand? I mean, work-life ambition, is that the balance, right?
The thing is,
What is balance? Is it work-life ambition or something else?
see, I'll tell you in that perspective how it is. Not that I want to be somewhere not trying to communicate that women are not lesser. Unfortunately, what has happened is a man's journey defines what he is, right? And the process of a man is he gets out of a college, he's working at a job, getting married, having children, working 24 working all throughout the year. And in this between, there is no space for him to think that what he wants to do. So it's a little more poetic and a more a journey sort of a thing where, you want to write a movie about a particular common man, goes to an office, comes back home, what does he wear, what does he do? So that is the sort of space you wanted to live with, and hence we call it as a balanced man, that despite all of this, he's still balanced and he's still same.
Yeah.
So that's a sort of
all the chaos in life around him.
Despite all the chaos, he's trying to find out the balance in his life.
Yeah. Yeah, great. And what problem do you see in the current man's fashion that made you think, I need to fix this?
So there are two things. Either everything is overpriced, or everything, the quality, or the quality is trash. We operate just in between both of them, right? We want to be great at price. We don't want to be very exorbitantly expensive, but we want to have a great quality.
And you're also mentioning about the brands and what the new generation would want to, with an attitude, brand, a story behind it. That's what they want to wear it.
So what I feel is, while anyone can make a product.
Yeah. Right? So what's the gap at the moment you see in the men's fashion world?
I think there are a lot of brands who are trying to make a lot of timeless things. Right? But unfortunately, they turn them as boring brands.
Okay.
I would tell them as, try doing what you want to do. Find a great story behind it. If you have a story and you have a great product, then there's a lot of potential to do things.
Yeah.
Right? Like we've tried to create a story so far. Good or bad, we don't know. We're still figuring out. But I think so far we've had a decent run in it. So I would only say one thing, that find a story and do whatever you want. That'll drive you most.
Great. Yeah. So that's great. I mean, so far you were also mentioning about you create a story first, then the brand. I mean, without a story, a brand is just.
I think what is important here is to find a story.
Yeah.
Which is paramount, because without that, unless you don't believe in something.
Yeah.
How can you sell it to someone else?
Correct.
Unless you don't live that life, for at least a certain amount of time, how can you convince someone that, okay, this is the story, try to relate to yourself? I don't think that works. So I think a story first and then the product.
And when this stuck to you, everything is overpriced or everything, the quality is not that, or the quality is cheap. So when did this aha or the wow moment came stuck in your life?
What happens is, there's an entire sequence of events. So generally what happens is, I've been around in the industry. So my friends and family, they keep calling me for discounts. Everything has got so expensive. So I generally used to get, the employee discounts and other things.
Correct.
So I thought that despite the fact that everyone's earning good, everyone's a great space, why do they look for discounts? I mean, so one is, by default in Indian mindset, discount is a mindset. Discount the chahiye, right? Other thing was, when I went to buy something, not for myself, because I know the value of everything, what is being it. We know what is the COGS. We know what is the structure of how much is the markup. We thought that, this is a genuine problem. The pricing is a major issue. Right? That everything has become overly priced, exorbitantly expensive. We thought that, can we create this space that, okay, we be decent in great price and give a great product, and give a marginal discount here and there just for promotions. I think that's a great space to be in. Unlike, there are a lot of brands, they run. The thing with what has happened over a period of time is, something which is like 100 rupees MRP is being sold at 1,000 rupees, and they're giving a 90% discount and selling you at 100 rupees.
Yeah.
Which is they've destroyed the market. While the consumer thinks that it's 90% or 70%, but it's not generally. But I think what is happening is, the customer has learned and is evolved like crazy. They understand what is the value of that, and it will change a lot more as we move forward. But yeah, that's how it is so far.
Great. Yeah. Customers is definitely evolving, and that's a good thing for the market, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a need out here.
Yeah.
I mean, even the brands need to understand this. Even consumers will, of course, consumer is super sharp these days.
Yeah.
Before checking out with you, they'll look at 10 places. They are not isolated anymore.
Yeah.
Technology is the fans. If you want to check the price of anything, then go to 10 multiple places, get the best price, check your credibility, and then order. And if you don't fit the bill, then they will not order for you.
Right.
There's someone else who's suggesting them to buy this instead of that.
So
you need to be very fair and very transparent in your pricing, product, and quality, and serviceability, of course.
Right. And if you have to explain this balanced man in a single line, what would you say?
So we also have this. We don't talk about this, but there's a tagline we always uses. There's this term called "less is more." So we've retweaked that. So less is balanced.
Okay.
So less is not more. Less is balanced. If there's something is less, be happy and contented about it.
Right.
So that is, I think I would define it as that. Less
and look for the future. So let's less is balanced.
I'll tell you, we live in a problem of plenty. There's if you want to have something, there are like 20 options available to you at any point of time. But out of those 20, what is relevant for you is more important than having all 5 or 6 of them. So that's a problem. So thought that less is balance is something. Whatever you have,
so now happy or getting it. Good. Yeah. So that's a good place to be in. Like be focused and be balanced life. Yeah.
So instead of doing 10 different things, do one thing which is fantastic, great, and you're best at.
Right.
That will take you. That will cover up for everything for you.
So when were you starting online? What was the challenge? Like slow delivery, return, refunds.
I think when we started off, more than delivery returns, I think setting up the entire ecosystem was a challenge for us. Because I come from a product and design background. I had to unlearn and learn again to get a hang of these things.
So what did you unlearn? What did you learn?
So when you look at technology, right? When you are from a product or something, you always chase perfections. You want it to look this way. You want it to be this way. With technology, it's very different. It's a too large thing to address. So when we wanted certain things, we wanted, say, like the website to look a particular way, right? And there are a lot of challenges which you can't do it. Right? I think it's a plugin or your website which you want to develop that is a developer issue. There's too many coding. The website becomes heavy. The speed is slow. So we thought that, okay, let's not get into all of this mesh and try to start somewhere first and then keep on evolving on the job. So I think that was a very, I think I've learned the most hardest way that, you don't have to start in a perfect way. You need to start somewhere and start perfecting gradually. So this,
start simple and then maybe
keep growing. I actually got to know the value of this while I thought that, okay, it might be just, people saying these words, but it's actually relevant even now. I mean, in terms of the challenges, I think, as if you get into it, I don't think there's a lot of challenges. Once you get a hang of things, everything else is a part and parcel of it.
Yeah.
Some people might find it challenging. Some people might find a learning out of it. To be honestly, I found it as a learning rather than a challenge.
Right. Great.
So that's been my journey so far.
Yeah. And I mean, what's one maybe advice or mistake which you would want other sellers not to do?
So there are 2 things for sure. One is don't look for the right moment. Right. Start somewhere and keep growing.
Yeah.
One is that. Second is don't over invest in your inventory and stock and marketing. Find a balance in terms of start slow with the inventory. Invest more on brand and storytelling. That is one thing I would strongly recommend anyone who's trying to get into it. Find a product market fit and then, start jumping into things.
Great. And you were also mentioning about the discount thing a few minutes ago, like less of discount is more better than, having this crazy discount in Black Friday and all of so on and so forth.
So we don't go very deep discounts.
Yeah.
We've never done that. So for what you've done, we've done a marginal discount, but that is to get new customers to experience us.
Yeah.
And the idea was not to give discounts, just to splurge on it. The idea was to experience it. You find us authentic, find us, good.
Be profitable. Just don't do
So we thought that we'll never go to deep discounts, be profitable, make profits, and then, scale things. Unlike what has happened, unfortunately, I don't know why this happened, but everyone is in a discount war. Then, I can give you a better discount. I mean, who's going to pay for it?
Yeah.
That still remains a mystery. How do they function? I mean, it's out of my textbook, though.
Yeah. So again, what's the advice? Your one piece of advice to all the new sellers out there?
Don't jump into discounts. First thing for sure.
Yeah.
Don't price it rightly. Get a product market fit.
Yeah.
And then start scaling.
And don't invest too much in inventory. Right?
Don't too much invest in inventory. Find a product market fit and then start investing on it.
Good.
Once you have certain scale, then you can always, jump and go big.
You initially made some mistakes related around this?
We've done, but the thing is, our mistakes were calculated. We knew that we were going to make this mistake. And despite the fact that what happens when you're on entrepreneurial journey, you know that this is a wrong route. Right. But your inner instinct says that you have to do it. But then you calculate the risk factor associated. It's a 10-15% risk. You jump into it. Then let's try to do it. I think the moment you stop taking a risk, that is, you start, being in a safe zone. So we do take a risk. I mean, a lot of times, like, but then it's a very calculated risk. It's not over the top. We don't jump into things into unknown territory. We've been working. All of us know what we're operating, what are we doing at. Great. So that way we take a very calculated risk, but yes, we do operate in that zone as well.
Great. And as a D2C founder, what stresses you more? I mean, ad ka cost, operations, or customer expectations?
I think what stresses me out is customer expectations for sure. Whatever you've done, it's been great. But what will you do further? That stresses me out.
Yeah.
What will be the journey? Who will be the customer? What is the expectations? Thing is, when unexpectedly someone gives you a great product, there's a certain amount of unsaid promise saying that, okay, next time also he'll give you the same promise back. And most of the times people fail over there. So that expectation is something which you're very meticulous about. That, okay, every time, every buying, the quality has to be there.
Yeah.
The serviceability has to be there.
Yeah.
So basically the entire ecosystem needs to be the similar experience, if not the similar, little better than what we could do.
Yeah.
So that stresses me out for sure. Top of the line. That's one thing which is always there in my head. Rest, I think operations and, running ads, everything else is a part and parcel of the problem. But we tackle with it.
Yeah, so the customer expectations can never be like let down.
That's paramount for that.
Yeah, that's paramount.
We'd rather send it a day later or call them for an excuse or tell them, explain the situation rather than doing something which is unexpected from us. That we are very meticulous about.
Great. That's great. And you come from product design, like a branding, and how have that helped in you creating this brand, like Balance Man?
See, I think the easy part was, this is the most easy part, I would say, in our entire journey, because I've been doing it for past 18 years. But when you do it for yourself, you are in a situation where saying that, okay, is it right? Is it wrong? Is it too much to do? Fine. But there are certain boundaries which are very clear that we wanted to operate. We didn't want to be over the top in terms of branding. We didn't want to be very flashy. We didn't want to associate ourselves with any sort of a brand label, anything. We wanted to be very unique. We wanted to be very minimal. So that was always there, which of course that helped me throughout my journey in my profession. So I think that was the most easier part of the creation.
So, I mean, don't spend too much initially. That's what you want to say, right? Yeah. Don't be like, let's be a bit frugal and then conserve resources and be profitable and then.
Yeah. That is definitely, I would recommend for anyone.
Yeah. And what is the branding lesson around it? Would you want to give to our audience or the sellers? Branding lessons to save time, money, cost, and still be profitable.
See, the thing with branding is a very different story.
Yeah.
When India say the more you're visible, the more you sell. I think we just tweeted a little bit more, saying that, okay, we have to be visible at the right places. That is more important than being visible everywhere. right? With Meta and everything else, unfortunately, it's not in your hands.
Yeah.
We do burn a lot of, we do burn some amount of money in branding, but that is a very calculated amount of where we want to do,
Yeah.
how we want to do.
Yeah. So if initially a new brand has to start, so what should they do? Like, what are the quick book or the type of a plan?
See, a branding is not a one-day story.
Yeah.
It's a long journey. So I think instead of doing it one quick thing, do one thing every day.
Yeah.
That is more relevant than doing, one thing that go viral and people forgetting you in the next year.
Yeah. So it's a journey. So it's like
It's not, our brand is not built in a day.
Yeah. That's great. And how do you maintain quality, affordability without losing your margin or your?
So we know all the unit economics of that, in the sense that I've come from that background. So I understand that the product, the cost, how to control cost, how to do that. That comes very naturally to me. So that's not a problem. The only point is we don't work on very heavy margins. We're very decent with our margins. We're not overly priced, but great quality. Right. So while I understand with the bigger brands, they have a lot of OPEX and CAPEX and everything it comes to play. And hence they're not frugal enough to, give the consumer the right price or the right product. They might be giving a great product. I'm not saying they're not giving a great product. They're giving a great product. But if it is not someone's reach or beyond someone's pocket, then what's the point of having a great product? Right. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to address that, giving the best product in whatever you have and at a great price. Right. Did you ever had a balanced man moment? I mean, you saw a stranger wearing a balanced man like you. Oh, yeah. So I've actually seen two of people wearing balanced man. The first one was I couldn't go up and speak to him. They thought we were too desperate. Yeah. But the second one, I didn't leave the opportunity. I just went and introduced him myself that, this is how it is. Right. And I thought if he tried to get an experience of what his journey has been like. So the moment I met him, he gave me a great feedback. He just loved the story of what it is. What I got to know is there might not be a lot of people who want to wear minimal clothing, but there are such crazy people who want minimal, nothing on the face, very simple, great quality pieces. There's a lot of people who want to do that. And the feedback has been fantastic. I mean, he gave me a great feedback. And then the moment we reached back, we got a huge order from him as well. I mean, it's like that. And we shipped him a big bouquet of things that, thank you for being with us. Great. Yes. And I mean, what's an achievement, like one big achievement you would want to mention, which actually makes you a kid again? I think it's a pretty small thing, but every time your Shopify clings, that is, I think, is really great moment every time. I mean, despite the fact that we still remember the first order we received. I mean, we didn't know how to process things. So I think that stayed with me even now. Even now, when we get that thing, it's still exciting. Yeah. It makes me super excited. And figuring it out all together, like once you get an order. Yeah. I think it's that thing which still makes me okay. You still remember that moment, like your first order? Yeah. I do. And what's the experience of it, having that order? Yeah. I mean, I was numb for a certain time. Trying to sink in that, okay, we've been working 1.5 years for this. And this is actually a validation. Right? Yeah. And someone stranger has believed in you. Yeah. Just one day ago, you started off and someone believed in you. So it's like a validation. Yeah. So we are on the right path. Yeah. And then it keeps on happening every day. So, it becomes so synonymous now. People are believing. So, and people believe in you. People trust in you. Despite that fact that we're not being a huge chunk, but it's still a eureka, like a kid moment. Okay. I still, look at, who's ordered, what is it, what is the state, how many times it's come to our store. So yeah, that's great. And so when you started Balanced Moment, like Balanced Man, what was your like what do you want to do in your life? I mean, who was your ideal? Like, what do you follow? Like, why do you actually? I mean, obviously, you saw a moment in the men's fashion world, and that's why you started. But what's your vision? Like, So when we started this off, I'll just tell you about the entire ecosystem of where Balance Man is placed. Who is this guy and who?
Yeah.
So they are brands in India,
Uh,
which were relevant to me in last decade.
yeah.
But since I've outgrown myself, they are not my brands anymore. They are my dad's brand.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it looks like.
My brand, my space is entirely vacant.
Yeah.
And there are no brands participating in this segment. Everyone is running a Gen Z and fast fashion. We thought that, this is the space, this is a great space to be in. Someone who's a 30 to a 45, 50-year-old guy who wants this stuff, a great storytelling, fantastic quality, and bang, we there.
Yeah.
So this is on the profiling part of it. On the balanced man, who do I look up to? See, I'll tell you, it's a very personal journey what you've created. So to put a face to it would be very unfair because there are lakhs of people in this space who go to office every day, come back home, live their life. So I think more than putting a face to it, I think it's the age group and the man who is there is the face of it rather than bring a celebrity to a face to it.
Yeah, that's right. That's great. And 2-3 years down the line, like how will you expand? Like more like adding more categories, going global?
So thing is, we are still adding categories as we speak. We would have all the categories of menswear needs to have. I think 2-3 down years, how we see is being present in mostly all the menswear categories.
Yeah.
Right. And trying to identify where our customers are, then probably opening a stores at where they are.
That's how do you know team members? Anything? Any goal?
Not really. The thing is, we work in a very compact team. Right? I understand the work. Now, as we grow, we'll need to have a lot more bigger teams. But given a choice, I would like to have lesser teams so that as we grow, everyone has the opportunity to grow together. What happens when you grow as a bigger team is there are huge challenges of manpower and all of that. But given a choice, I would like to have lesser people.
Yeah.
More growth, more happiness. Happiness, balance is something which I look forward for.
Right.
And that remains paramount for me.
Great. No, that's great. And so, final set of questions, rapid fire questions.
Sure.
If balanced man were a guy, what kind of guy would it be?
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Name any person in celebrity you'll think synonymous with this. Or any character.
I don't know. There are multiple actually. I can put a phrase to that.
Yeah, maybe a common man like an office goer. Like,
I think office work out and something.
Yeah.
I mean,
who is working hard?
By the time there are celebrities. Recently is the new web series on Family Man on the Manoj Bhatt. I mean, that is not really like a fit of it.
Yeah.
But what really
family gown.
Despite all the mess he's into, he's still trying to find a balance.
Right.
That's a story.
Yeah.
I relate to it not because of the character or anything, but I think the common man is more towards someone who's a young guy who's working at office. I think I would love to have a celebrity than having a celebrity actually.
Yeah, and what's the go-to outfit? Like when you're too tired, what's the go-to outfit when you're too tired to think?
Given a choice, I wear one of my chinos and my round neck. That's my go-to.
Great. And fashion trend, you think should never come back? Acha hai, abhi nahi hai.
I think the oversized cargo is something which I feel is a bit out of place. But yeah, it's too Gen Z thing for me to understand, but it's okay.
And one word that defines you?
I think it's not one word. There are multiple things to it. I mean, everyone is a bit crazy, eccentric, passionate. These are passionate? Yeah. Passionate towards work, towards creating something.
Yeah.
It comes naturally to me.
Yeah. And if you can pick any celebrity to represent the brand, I mean, you just mentioned that.
Okay, if I have to really put a face to it, okay. I think Aditya Roy Kapoor.
Yeah.
Is something which comes top of my mind.
Yeah.
Aditya Roy Kapoor comes. I don't know why. Akshay Khanna is another.
Yeah.
Which comes very, very quick to me.
Yeah.
These are the two. I think it comes very naturally. Great. Rahul Khanna is also another one. I think his brother as well. Not very mainstream, but then I relate too much to him.
Yeah, and thanks for naming on our insistence, naming a person's thanks. I mean, this was all the questions I had, Mr. Mayank, and thank you for being here. Thank you. Really a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Pleasure having you.
Same
Thank
here.
you.
Thank you.